This is Reno 411, presented by Colo 8 News Now.
Up next on Reno 411, the busiest time of the year for real estate is upon us. The do's and don'ts of listing your house in the busy spring market. Welcome back to Reno 411. We are here to talk about real estate, and we've got just the guy to do it. Allan Rankin, you have a book, The 10 Dumbest Mistakes Smart People Make When Selling Their Home, available Amazon, I assume?
It's on Amazon, yep.
And this is the time a lot of people put their houses on the market. Spring is here.
Yeah, so in 2016, over 6.1 million homes exchanged hands in the United States, and that trend is expected to continue on year over year, all the way into 2020, increasing about 500,000 more per year. And the springtime is typically the best time to sell because it represents the time of year where the highest demand is for real estate.
And so when it comes to the biggest mistakes that people make, I mean, what are things that people need to avoid?
Okay, so the first biggest mistake is not preparing your home for sale. So a lot of people like to list their house on the market in the current condition that it's in, and it's always best to invest a little bit of time, a little bit of money, transforming it into a showpiece so that it makes the greatest impression to buyers so it sells faster and for more money. And there's a lot of things you can do that are very inexpensive that help give it a fresh makeover to help influence someone's impression on the house when they see it. So.
Which can be frustrating because I've sold homes before where I fix it up so nice and I'm like, man, it's so nice I don't want to leave.
Yeah, exactly.
But you really need to go through that work.
Yes.
So what's the second mistake people need to avoid?
The second mistake is if you're not preparing early, you're already late. So if you're thinking of listing your house in the spring, you want to begin the process at least 30 days in advance by meeting with agents to decide who you're going to pick as your agent, deciding what listing price you're going to list the house for, and also getting a comprehensive list of things to do to prepare it for sale so that you have time to do those things to get it on the market for the springtime.
And when it comes to preparing your house, are there any, besides cleaning up like we talked about, are there any steps you need to do in that planning process?
Well, the first thing is don't do anything until you get a professional opinion, because that way you don't spend time and money on things that won't get you a return. And you can also have an opinion on like the very inexpensive things you can do to, you know, give the house a fresh makeover.
So if you always thought, oh, this house needs a deck, I'm going to build a brand new deck, that may not be the best thing.
That might not be the best thing.
Okay, very good. So. And another mistake people should avoid.
The third mistake is not understanding all the transaction costs. So there's costs associated with buying and costs associated with selling. And you want to have a good understanding well in advance as to what all those costs are so you can be fully prepared to handle them when the time comes.
Yeah, I just sold a house in Las Vegas recently. It's amazing to look at that cost sheet and realize, too, some of it's negotiable.
Exactly.
Some of it, not all of it.
Exactly.
Anything else people need to know when they're selling their home?
So the best way to sell your house in the springtime is hire a professional. Put some good thought and consideration in making sure that you're hiring a real, genuine local expert with a good track record and a great reputation. Next is to organize your finances.
Wow.
Okay? So organizing your finances in advance is literally the foundation of your success in real estate, and you really want to know your numbers.
Very good. And what about the next thing when it comes to home?
So make sure the house is prepared for sale. So it's always worth the investment to spend a little bit of time, a little bit of money getting it ready. And then just enjoy the process. Make it fun. As much as you can. Exactly. Because it also involves the word moving, which is not always fun. Exactly. That can be tough. Well, Allan Rankin, the book again, The 10 Dumbest Mistakes Smart People Make When Selling Their Home, available Amazon, I assume? It's on Amazon, yep. And you can also get it on allanrankin.com. Very good. Allan, thank you very much. Yep.